Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Houston. There was one long row on the bus in the back. And that back row was designated for blacks.
We need to address, well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country.
Colored water fountain and a white water fountain. And colored restrooms, white restrooms. And I used to tell Mom, what color do you have to be to use the colored? You know, I mean, because it was like just foreign to me. And she said, oh, that's for the blacks.
And this story has been brought to you by racism. Racism is accepted wherever true Americans are.
Perfect.
46% with the Hispanics. 46%. Number one with Hispanics.
I'm going to reply to this comment, and at the end of the video, tell me what you think. I guess you haven't seen all the white people saying they glad this is happening. You can't possibly miss them. If you're going to call people out, do it across the board. Well, see, the thing is, that's expected from racist white people. But when it comes to us minorities, black people and Hispanics, making fun of our families being broken up, that hurts. If you've been around Hispanic people, you will know that we are very family oriented. We're not all perfect. We're not better than black people.
Many Mexican Americans were afraid. What would happen if we weren't considered white? How do we know we're not going to be forced or pushed to identify with the black race at a time when black people are fundamentally denied so many basic rights? But there's also the element of racism, of the belief among some Mexican Americans that blackness is inferior.
What does civil rights mean to you? So given the work that you've done on the marker, the fact that you're part of La Típica, and all the things that you've been a part of, what does civil rights mean to you?
To be honest with you, when all this civil rights movement came in with Lyndon Johnson and such, I considered it more as being a benefit to the blacks than to us, because we were already accepted.
So when you did go downtown and there was black and white people intermingling, were the Mexican Americans segregated to where the white people were or the black people?
To where the white people were.
So you would drink and go through the doors that the white people went through and white water fountains and...
Another one.
No, you said earlier about the white and black water fountains in the, I guess, the main areas right near Lee College. Were you allowed to drink from the white fountain?
Yes.
Okay.
I was allowed to drink from the white fountains.
Because when I was growing up and we rode the bus to Houston, there was one long row on the bus in the back. And that back row was designated for blacks. And that's where they had to sit. I could sit anywhere that I wanted to on the bus, but the blacks had to sit back there. And if that row was full, they had to stand all the way to Houston. They could not sit with the others.
Another one.
I remember downtown, and I didn't understand it because I was raised thinking everybody was equal. And I remember downtown with my mom one time, and Stripling's department store was downtown, Leonard's, Monig's, and going into the stores, and you'd have a colored water fountain and a white water fountain, and colored restrooms, white restrooms. And I used to tell Mom, what color do you have to be to use the colored? You know, I mean, because it was like just foreign to me. And she said, oh, that's for the blacks.
Lately, I have seen a lot of videos of black people making fun of Mexicans for what's happening right now with Mexican people. I have also seen black people make videos talking about Mexicans. Don't come to us for help because we're not helping. First of all, Mexicans are not alone. They have Honduran people, they have Salvadorian people, they have Guatemalan people, they have Nicaraguan people, and a whole bunch of other countries that are willing to join forces with the Mexican people. Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help?
By the time the sun sets tomorrow evening, the invasion of our borders will have come to a halt, and all the illegal border trespassers will in some form or another be on their way back home.
My African American sisters and brothers, are you wondering how you can help the Latino community right now that we're going through hard times? Join us. Join A Day Without Immigrants, Monday, February 3rd. No work, no shopping, no school, and I will go as far as no social media that day. We need to send a clear message. We have been part of your marches. We have been part of your movements. I have marched to the White House with the Black Lives Matter movement. I have seen my Latino brothers and sisters there. The Latino community needs you. We need the African American community to come help us. Join us and be part of the solution.
Comprehend the support from the African American community to Donald Trump and mass deportations. They don't like you guys either. If all Mexicans leave tomorrow, guess who they're gonna pick on next? The next minority, which is you guys.
One thing that I have to ask is got me really bothered is, where are y'all Black Lives Matter people at, man? When y'all needed us Mexicans and all my peoples was there, standing, marching along with y'all right there, ready to take out whatever needed to be done. So now where y'all at, man? This is real talk, man. This is get off the man. Where y'all at, man? This is real talk.
And this is how you guys pay us. In the past, Black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys. And in the future, you never know, because things change. Sometimes maybe the white people are gonna need us. Maybe the Black people are gonna need us. You don't know, because God give us things, give us blessings, but He can take them away so fast. So you need to be humble. You need to be humble.
Did y'all know that Puerto Rican society is rooted in anti-blackness? They have that word, which is whitening. It means whitening ideology. Let's see the definition. Here's the definition. A Spanish word that means whitening refers to social, economic, and political practice of attempting to whitening a population. And this whitening ideology strengthened after the United States colonized Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico viewed the United States as white allies. So they tried to maintain this white image. The Puerto Rican elites with governmental power deemed any variations of blackness as a threat.
Black people, what makes you think that Mexicans are going to come running to y'all for help?
Does this so crazy that we voted for Trump? We trust him with the words that he promised us Latinos. That is crazy that starting next week, multiple cities will be getting every race. It's so crazy that multiple people are scared to go to work. When I work at a lot of Latinos and I'm getting work, and that's crazy because we have a living too. I hate that I voted for him. Now I'm so scared of my family and your family. Yo, we need to come together and do something.
Today, the Cubans are around and finding out because Trump has moved to end refugee resettlement and parole for Cubans, Haitians, and Venezuelans. The parole program had allowed more than 530,000 migrants from the 4 countries, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, to temporarily immigrate to the U.S. throughout the Biden administration through a sort of digital queue called the CBP-1 app.
Hi, my name is Q, and I'm making this video to share my experience as I am beginning self-deportation. I want to start off by acknowledging the fact that my mother made an immense sacrifice to bring me here as a child in search of the American dream. I'm okay. Are you crying? I'm alright. I'm gonna tell a story, okay? I feel like by being in the current situation that I'm in, that I've let her down. Sorry. It's even though I have DACA, right now that doesn't mean anything. It's only going to take one interaction with one racist ass ICE officer for him to ship me to who knows where. Guantanamo?
I am at the airport and we're about to start boarding pretty soon, and I'm still tripping out that I'm about to go back to Mexico.
I need you loud, because I want to Trump. Hear that song, okay? Again. Oh my God, I will vote. Everyone, I will vote. Come on.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
With this video, folks, I hope that people understand the amount of disrespect that is taking place and how it is that a lot of people are now having to understand that maybe they should treat others a little bit better and they should decide to think before speaking. And a lot of people now have to realize that they have to stand 10 toes down on the decisions that they decided to make. And historically, I wanted to make specifically clear that no matter how it is that people have now want to ask for help, those same people have always made sure to separate themselves. They've always made sure that their lives, their communities, and their people were completely fine. They also did not care about Black people and the Black community. Again, they made sure that their people were fine. They made sure that they had food, shelter, clothing. They made sure that their kids were able to go to and from, that they themselves were able to go to and from. Historically speaking, looking at the videos, even from those elders, they told you, hey, as a Mexican individual, we didn't know segregation. We didn't have segregation. The Blacks had their areas, and we were over here with the whites. So again, where is this quote-unquote help that Black people supposedly got from the brown side of the coalition? Because I'm not seeing it, historically speaking. Looking at the elders, seeing what it is that they stated, seeing what it is that people, even in the old days, Black and white, how it was that they felt that Blackness was inferior, how it is that they looked at us, how it is that they looked at their more melanated, familiar people that are part of their culture, their nation, and how they got treated. So within that, I already know that they didn't respect us, that they didn't value us, that they weren't trying to help us. They were just trying to pass by as easy as possible without any type of restrictions, without any type of friction. And here we are in 2025, where they decided to make their own decisions on how it is that they wanted to vote and put a man in office that specifically told them that if you put me in office, I'm going to start deporting. I'm going to get ICE. I'm going to roll back immigration. And he did just that within the first week. And now they want Black Americans to come through and help them out and to support them in quote unquote their time of need. We've historically had many times of needs and everybody minded their business and act like it wasn't taking place. Like I said, this is not a video to gloat about any situation. It's to state that Black Americans are going to mind their business the same exact way that everybody else minded theirs when Black Americans were going through the issues that they were going through and still continue to go through in the United States. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.